We're doing EFT special podcast. What exactly is EFT?
It is a marriage between modern day psychology and ancient acupuncture techniques.
How is this helpful in today's world?
When we use acupuncture, we use it with needles. So here we just use our two fingers to tap on those acupuncture points so that energy can start flowing freely in our body.
You're saying, I'm scared, I'm scared. Aren't you enhancing that feeling even higher?
Yes.
Why is tapping so powerful?
Most of the people, when I have a first session with them, they release so many negative emotions. Tapping calms you down. So once we release the negative energies, that is when the positive affirmation can land. In EFT, we also have a technique which is surrogate tapping. I become that person and I tap on myself, assuming I'm that person.
Oh wow, that can be risky if it's not done correctly, I guess.
Yeah.
Number 1 Manifestation and Lifestyle Podcast.
Kabir
Vani.
Kabir Vani
Kabir Vani.
Kabir Vani
Amazing people like Kabir Vani.
Welcome to Kabir Vani. Welcome back, Seema, to Kabir Vani podcast.
Thank you so much.
आज हमारा वापस से दूसरा पॉडकास्ट हम कर रहे हैं, but we're doing EFT special podcast where people would know how they can become internationally certified EFT practitioners.
Yes.
So let's talk about that. What exactly is EFT?
EFT, if I say it in one statement, it is a marriage between modern day psychology and ancient acupuncture techniques. So what usually happens is when we feel any negative emotions in our body, it blocks the smooth flow of energy within our body. So when we use acupuncture, we use them at certain acupuncture points. We use it with needles. So here we just use our two fingers to tap on those acupuncture points to release the blockages that are there in the meridians so that energy can start flowing freely in our body. We start feeling more relaxed. We calm down and we are at peace with ourselves.
So as you said that you can use your two fingers and tap. So while you're doing that, what are you exactly saying and where are you tapping?
I said about psychology and acupuncture. So we do tap on the acupuncture points, but what we say is something that is where the psychology part comes in.
Okay.
So suppose I have a problem. We exaggerate the problem. We make it big. Like in affirmations, we say we should not say the negative. Here we are saying the negative, and that also we are exaggerating it. So if it is fear, I have fear, suppose on a scale of 0 to 10 at 5, I will say, I am so scared. I'm so scared. We are exaggerating that fear. And then I let it go. I choose to let it go. I release it. So we bring it up and then we let it go.
Okay, so let's talk about this. Like, so many times what happens is that, like you said, in terms of psychology, right? People are in a thought process of always making sure that they are, over exaggerating stuff. And I think that's a human tendency. That's what we do most of the time. But when you're talking about letting it go as well, now doesn't it contradict when it comes to saying the affirmations? Because like you said, you're saying, I'm scared, I'm scared, I'm scared. Aren't you enhancing that feeling even higher than what it's supposed to be?
We are also tapping alongside.
Okay.
So while I'm tapping, I'm releasing the fear from my meridians.
Okay.
So suppose I'm saying, I'm so scared. I am so scared. I am petrified. I am very scared. While I'm doing that, you see, I just took a deep breath. It happens and the fear gets released. Not only just by the breath, with the tapping as well.
Okay.
So while I'm tapping, I'm releasing that fear. And then I also say in the end that I let it go. And then I'm creating space for affirmations to land. Because most of the times you hear people say that I've been working on this affirmation for months, but nothing seems to be shifting in my life. Why is that so? Because there is a lot of negative blockage in my meridians. There is no space for that affirmation to land. So once we release the negative energies, that is when the positive affirmation can land.
Okay, it's like emptying the glass before you fill it up again. Is that how it works out?
Yes.
So they say like kabhi when your glass is so full that even if you're adding more water to it, it just seems to be dirty. So first
Yes.
it's better just to empty it out, or just keep
Yes.
adding the water to it till the time you start seeing the clear water coming
Yeah.
back in. Is that what the thought process behind that would
Yes, because affirmations would be I'm adding it.
be?
So it will take that much longer for that glass of dirty water to get cleaned. The better thing to do is to empty it out. Start filling it with fresh, clear water.
How is this helpful in today's world?
EFT?
EFT, because I feel that at this point of time, where everything is very high pace, right? Everything that you're doing is consistently at a very high pace. You're consistently, you have to get your work done, right? It's nothing like कि पहले कैसे था कि हाँ पहले अगर अपन पुराने ज़माने की बात करें तो पुराने ज़माने में कैसे थे? I remember my nana, right? He would go to work 9 o'clock, 1 o'clock he is home, right? Because of course his
lunch.
office for lunch. 1 to 2 he's having lunch, no matter what happens. 2 to 3 he's taking a nap.
Yes.
And at 3 o'clock again he's waking up, having the evening tea and all, and he's going back to work, and he's working until at 8 o'clock. He's back at home by 8:30, and by 9 o'clock they're going to sleep. The same routine comes again. They wake up at 6 a.m. and the same routine. I don't think that is possible at this point of time.
No.
How can we utilize a method to ensure that we are feeling the same calmness inside as our ancestors with the fast pace that we have going on?
Today, if you look at our lives, we cannot go to office at 8 and reach office at 8:30. Most of us are traveling at least for 1 hour to the office. And the second thing that is happening is that we cannot come back home for lunch. We cannot come back home for a nap at all. So there is no relaxation during the day. We are working like a clockwork mouse, working round the clock constantly. Now, when that is the pace at which we are working, stress is definitely building up. Anxiety is definitely building up. What do? The only thing we are left with is tap it out. The moment it starts to build up, like suppose I have a meeting coming up and I am prepared for it, but I'm getting nervous. Tap down the nervousness. Even though I'm so nervous, I choose to let it go today. I'm nervous. Just go to the washroom and tap for 5 minutes. You can sit in front of in front of the person with whom you have a meeting, and if your hands are clear, you can just tap on your hands while the meeting is going on. So these are the small little ways where you can calm yourself down, and once you're calm, your brain fog is gone, you think clearly, and the meeting will definitely be a success.
Beautiful. I love the fact how you have said, when you have a meeting, just go to the washroom and tap for 5 minutes, right? Let's do this. Let's give this to our audience where they can do that. So if a person, let's say they're about to go for a meeting, they're very nervous, although everything is good, nothing, what's the worst that can happen anyways, right?
Absolutely.
But they're still nervous. What would exactly they do? Show it to us and tell us how to do it.
Okay. They need to go to the washroom first.
सीट पे बैठे बैठे किया तो कलीग बोले कि क्या कर रहा है ये, बोले फिर उसको एक्सप्लेन करना पड़ेगा कि क्या कर रहा है.
Exactly. You can do it on your seat if you are alone or if you're comfortable doing it. Otherwise, washroom is a better deal. Go there, close your eyes. Once you close your eyes, you are tuning into that emotion. Suppose it is nervousness. Okay. You are very nervous. Where do you feel it in your body? All our emotions are stored in our body, and they are like physical sensations. So I can store that emotion in my heart, in my stomach, in my chest. It can be anywhere. Where do I feel that emotion in my body? Okay. Identify that. What is the color of that? What is the shape? Is it heavy? Is it light? Is it smooth? Is it rough? Is it hot? Is it cold? Identify all of these. Make a note of them or just keep them in your mind. See, on a scale of 0 to 10, how nervous are you, with 10 being the most nervous? Okay. Suppose you are at an 8. Now start tapping. Even though...
So now you start from
the karate chop point.
The karate chop point.
This is the setup. Even though I'm so nervous, we are exaggerating the emotion. We exaggerate it and then we let it go. Okay. So don't worry. When we tap, it is not like affirmations. We should not say anything negative. It is EFT. So you will be exaggerating the negative to let it go. Okay. So even though I'm so nervous and I can feel it in my chest like a black ball, I'm saying black ball, you say whatever you feel it as. I love myself unconditionally, even though I'm so nervous and I have to give this presentation and I don't know how to go about it. I don't even know how to start. I love and accept myself just the way I am. If you can't love and accept yourself just the way you are, you can just say it's okay. Even though I'm so nervous. And this particular presentation is making me even more nervous. I choose to let some of the nervousness go today. Then we come to the top of the head, which is the crown chakra point. I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous. And I can feel this nervousness in my chest like a black ball. It's heavy and it's hot. I am so nervous. I'm so nervous. This nervousness in my chest, like a black ball. This presentation, I don't know what I'll do. I'm so nervous about the presentation. I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous. Take a deep breath and see how nervous are you now on a scale of 0 to 10. Hopefully it would have gone down. If not, we'll do a round of letting go and then let's see how it goes down. We come back to the top of the head. This nervousness is not helping me. It's not helping anyone. Time for me to let it go. It's safe for me to let it go. I choose to let it go. I release it from every cell of my body. I let it go from every cell of my body. I let it go. I let it go. I let it go. Releasing it from every cell of my body. Letting it go totally and completely. Breathing it out. Take a deep breath. Now see how nervous you are on a scale of 0 to 10. If you are still nervous, you can repeat this one more time and you should be fine.
Okay. That's amazing. I think a lot of people who are going to watch this podcast are definitely going to use this particular technique to make sure that if they're nervous right before the meeting, I think hardly 5 minutes.
Hardly 5 minutes.
That would really, really help them out, come out of that nervous zone. At least meanwhile, before they can go for the presentation, or just to make them feel a little bit more calmer and relaxed. But this is something for the people who tend to know what they're feeling and how they're feeling. How about for those people who don't like to validate their emotional pains or emotional thoughts and they're always in survival mode, right? What can be done for those people? Because some of these people, see, what you showed right now is for the people who are okay to face their own emotions. But how about for the people who are not okay to face their emotions?
We do come across people who can't feel their feelings. You ask them, what are you feeling? I don't know, I'm feeling okay. Where are you feeling it in your body? They'll not be able to identify that as well. The worst case scenario is I tell them, set an alarm for 5 minutes and just tap on these points. They will release something, we don't know what. The other option they have is talk and tap. Suppose something happened in the office. My colleague shouted at me. My colleague was so rude to me. How dare they behave like this? Haven't they been taught how to behave? Whatever I am feeling at that moment, I can tap it out.
Okay, so rather than, if they're not feeling emotionally something, then whatever the scenario or situation they're in, they can just say that.
Yeah.
And they talk about particular thought process. And then that will kind of help them release this particular feeling that they're in at that point of time.
Because their brain is in overdrive. They are constantly thinking the same thoughts over and over again. And the same situation that would have happened in the office is playing in their mind all the time. They can just pick up that. And whatever the thoughts, they can just verbalize those thoughts and tap on that.
Okay. Now, can be, like you said, they're consistently thinking. Is that something you're talking about in terms of overthinking?
Yes.
Or can that be the burnout, or is it the same thing? How does that work?
It could be either. Overthinking would mean I am, like if I look at how many thoughts does a person think in a day? At least 80 to 90,000 thoughts a day. And how many of them are repetitive thoughts? a good 70% plus are
Yeah.
repetitive thoughts. The same thoughts that I kept was thinking yesterday or an hour ago is what I'm thinking now. This is overthinking in a way. I'm thinking it, I'm literally, this is one way of overthinking. The other way of overthinking is planning so much that nothing can go wrong, nothing should go wrong. That's also another way of overthinking. Thinking so much, this has to be here, this has to be here, I have to say this, I don't have to say this. That's also overthinking. It's a small little issue, but I make it so big by just thinking about how to make it perfect. That is also overthinking. Burnout is when I am completely drained out, I'm exhausted, I'm tired, I can't do anything, I can't feel anything. That is burnout. So that time, my brain is in a state of fog. That time I can just tap if I have the energy to tap, or just tap on my fingers, or just press my fingers.
Just do that, and that's okay.
That could help.
Is it some kind of stuck energy when it comes to burnout or overthinking?
Yeah.
Can that be a part of that?
Yeah.
What does that mean exactly?
If I am overthinking, right, I'm in a loop. I'm thinking it over and over and over again. When I'm in a loop, I'm stuck. And that energy is stuck in my body. Once that energy is stuck in my body, I need to release it. And I can release that energy only by tapping. So why am I overthinking? There has to be a reason. What do I feel? Suppose I am thinking thoughts of, I need to go to the office today. I have a meeting today. I hope that meeting goes well. It has to go well. The directors are coming from the US or wherever, and I need to present. This is the first time I'm presenting. What is happening? Your thoughts are running a mile a minute. Why is it happening? What does it make you feel? Take a deep breath. Maybe I'm stressed. Tap on the stress. Otherwise, whatever you're verbalizing, tap on that. The bosses are coming, the directors are coming from the US. This is the first time I'm presenting. I hope my presentation is a success. I hope I get the promotion. All of that, just keep tapping it. And you can tap it out.
So, Seema, I would like to ask you. Earlier, हमारी ये बात हुई कि many people are not able to work with affirmations. Right? They're like, "अरे हम affirmations बोल रहे हैं, but it's really not working with us." And I get a lot of people who come to me as well, and they go like, you have asked us to say affirmations. They see my reels and they're like, "Oh, हम affirmations तो बोल रहे हैं, but somehow it's not working." How is EFT, journaling, and affirmations can be combined either together, and how are they separate? Although you have given a small example earlier, but I want to kind of talk in depth for it, so people may understand that how this can go hand in hand, and maybe if you can give an example of exactly how that would work.
Like you mentioned, a glass that has dirty water. That is what I am in my current state. Affirmations would be pouring clean water over it. It is not entering, right? It's not landing. I need to empty this. That we can do with EFT.
Okay.
And to an extent with journaling as well.
Okay.
Because what is journaling? I'm putting my thoughts on the paper. EFT, I'm tapping with the same thoughts that I'm repeating. So once the glass is emptied, then only will affirmations land. So what we do is, like, I used one round of accepting that I have a problem. This nervousness. The second round of letting go. The third, if I want, I can put affirmations.
Okay.
I'm so calm and peaceful now. I'm fine now. It's okay. I'm doing the presentation. I'm calm. I'm peaceful. So we can bring in those affirmations after letting go. Because if we don't let go, the glass still has dirty water. So the affirmation is not going to land. Okay. That is the difference between journaling, affirmation, and EFT.
So EFT would be like the first step, basically.
I would use EFT always.
Always. But like when you're starting, so let's say if you're ready to journal, so first thing you might want to do is that start tapping, start using the EFT, because that's going to help you get calmer, get more clarity. And then you can sit for affirmations. Affirmations again, while you're saying, because you're saying it out loud, you can start tapping.
Yeah.
But when you're journaling, of course, because you're writing something, the tapping would be a bit of a challenge at that point of time.
I have a client. What she does is she journals and then she taps on whatever she has written in the journal.
Okay, so she writes it down and she repeats it like affirmations. Is that what she does?
No, like suppose she's very angry. So what do you journal? You have a prompt.
Ha.
Either you work with a prompt or you
Ha.
just journal about your day.
Ha. Correct.
So suppose she's journaling about her day.
Ha.
I got so angry. My friends didn't turn up for the party that I had organized, and they were supposed to be there before the party or whatever it was, right? So she kept journaling on that. Then she taps on that. So she uses both of them. You can do it that way. Actually, you can combine EFT with any other modality. I've seen people combine it with Ho'oponopono. I've seen people combine it with access consciousness statements as well.
Okay, so basically she's doing that particular journaling and utilizing whatever she has said to tap. So once she has journaled and then she taps again after that, and then that's the process that she follows there.
Yeah.
Great. Okay. You mentioned about Ho'oponopono and EFT as well. So I know the Ho'oponopono prayers are like the very simple prayers. You know, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. So you're saying that we can start doing Ho'oponopono prayers with EFT as well. So I'm guessing this would be, I'm sorry,
Please forgive me.
please forgive me,
I thank you.
I thank you,
And I love you.
and I love you. Okay.
So we can do it 2-3 ways.
Huh.
We can imagine the person in front of us, visualize that person in front of us with whom we are from whom we are seeking forgiveness. We can visualize that person, and we can do Ho'oponopono with EFT. We can also do it with the divine, which is the original form of Ho'oponopono, right? Divinity, why is this situation in front of me? Why is this person in front of me? I may have done something wrong because of which I am facing this particular problem. I'm sorry, please forgive me. I thank you.
So you imagine that person and you say that.
We can imagine divinity, because now we are seeking forgiveness from the divinity, from the divine actually, as to why is this problem in front of me. I'm sure I've done something because of which I'm facing this issue today. So whatever it is, I'm sorry for that. I want you to forgive me, and I thank you and I love you.
Can this also work when the person in front of you guys are not in talking terms? You might have gotten to fight, or that person doesn't want to talk to you anymore. So sometimes what happens is that, forgiveness, many people take it wrong. Many people think that the person has to forgive you. I think here I feel that the first thing you have to do is you have to forgive your own self.
Yes.
It's because of the factor that you don't know what that person is feeling, but you know what you're feeling.
Exactly.
So would this, of course, we can do this for ourselves, to forgive ourselves. But how about that you are very desperate to have a forgiveness from that particular person? Can you manifest while you are tapping a forgiveness from that particular person?
We then do Ho'oponopono both ways.
Okay. And how can we do that?
We visualize that person in front of us. That person is doing Ho'oponopono with us, and we are doing Ho'oponopono with that person.
Okay. Even though they're not.
They're not there. And we can continue tapping while we are doing it.
Okay. So you're kind of visualizing them in front of you.
Yeah.
So you can have your eyes closed.
Yeah.
You're visualizing them in front of you.
Yeah.
And then you're just doing once for them and once for yourself.
Yes.
Is that how it is? And again, this is a process of only 5 minutes that you have to do.
5 minutes.
Is there a specific time where you have to do this?
Any day, any time of the day or night you can tap. There is no specific time.
No specific time for it. Okay. Can this possibly be a night routine? Would that make us more calm and have a peaceful sleep?
Like you said, what specific time? People usually do it in the mornings and at night. Morning before they start the day. Night releasing everything that they've accumulated through the day. Before going to sleep, people who have insomnias or who are unable to go to sleep at night, what they need to do is, what is the thought process that is going on? What are they thinking? Either they keep verbalizing their thoughts and tapping on that, which is again free flow tap or talk and tap, or what is it making them feel? Whatever emotion they're feeling, just tap it out. Tapping calms you down. Most of the people, when I have a first session with them, they release so many negative emotions. The heaviness goes away. Once the heaviness is off, you feel calm, relaxed, and you even feel sleepy. So that is how tapping can actually put you to sleep. You can even lie down. You don't need to sit and tap. You can even lie down and tap. While you're tapping, you'll go off to sleep. You'll doze off.
Okay. While tapping, I think that will be the best sleep that a person can have. Right?
Yes, it is it's sound sleep.
Why is tapping so powerful mind technique which works? Like, how does it work with our nervous system in this point of time?
EFT is a scientifically proven technique. There's been a lot of research on EFT and the ways it works with different people. The primary people who've done research on EFT are Peter Stapleton in Australia and Dawson Church in the US. I'll share their research, the link to their research below in the description box.
Very nice.
There is also another study that has been done where, the blood flow, if the person is ill, there are lumps in the blood as it is flowing through the body. And a few rounds of tapping and the blood starts to flow smoothly in the body. And that also I'll share in the description below.
Very nice. So it's scientifically proven.
Yes.
There are research there and everything. So this is not some random
Voodoo.
person woke up one day and like, okay, let's start tapping.
No, there's no voodoo here.
Okay.
And also there is a difference between tapping and EFT.
Okay.
Tapping is what we see online. EFT is EFT's emotional freedom techniques. So there are multiple techniques. Techniques to, just like I said, talk and tap. Then there is another technique for other issues like pain, physical pain in the body. We have a different technique for that. Though the tapping points remain the same. Then we also know everything that is happening today is also coming from the past. So we resolve memories. For that, we have another technique. If there's a capital T trauma, like a physical assault, a sexual assault, an accident, a murder, whatever, witnessing a murder, not of course you being murdered. So all of that also is a capital T trauma. For that, we cannot re-traumatize that person. So we have gentle techniques for that. So there are multiple techniques. So that is where the internationally certified course comes in.
Okay, we'll definitely get on to that a little bit more. मुझे आपको ये पूछना है, the next thing that I have in my mind is that we have spoken about so much EFT and tapping right now. Is there a story that you have that still gives you goosebumps and you have helped a person come out of this using an EFT or a tapping method?
There are multiple stories.
Okay, would you like to share one that comes to your first thing that comes to your mind? Well, then the first story that comes to your mind is the most powerful one.
We worked in EFT. We also have a technique which is surrogate tapping, which is taught at a later date in depth. We don't usually do surrogate tapping just because we believe that if we change our energies, the energies of people around us change.
Okay, yeah, I agree to that. But what is surrogate tapping?
I become that person and I tap on myself, assuming I'm that person.
Oh, wow. That can be risky if it's not done correctly, I guess.
Yeah.
Right.
It can be risky and we need permission from the higher self. We need permission from that person. So it involves a lot of protocols. So just to give you an example of how powerful EFT is, even in surrogate, we came to know of a lady who met with an accident, was in a coma. And the day of the accident and the day she went into a coma, we started tapping on her as a group. And we know group energies work very well. As a group, we tapped for 2 years every day, almost every day. That lady was about to lose her eye as well. But she's now on a wheelchair with just the right side, which is a little weak. She's fine otherwise, absolutely normal. And 2 years of tapping on her. Her eye is fine. And she can see very well from both her eyes. So this is a huge miracle that I've seen with EFT, and that also just with surrogate tapping. So if surrogate tapping can do so much, what can the actual tapping process do?
Tapping can do. Wow, that's and she's completely okay now and everything is fine with
She's
her.
just on a wheelchair because the right side is weak.
Okay.
We're working on that as well.
Okay. And can that also be possibly be fixed?
Definitely.
Yeah.
And we do use a mix of everything. And EFT takes you to wherever you need to go. Like when we heal ourselves, we clear the path of where we need to go next.
Now, when I'm talking about EFT or tapping, this is a trauma which is kind of holed up into your body, stored into your body. How does that feel like? And let's say, for example, earlier you said that, you ask, where do you feel that pain? Right? Many people might be very confused, right? Because if they have fear, they might feel it here. If they're stressed, they might feel it here. Also, if they're stressed, they might feel it here as well, because of course the guts is the first brain, they say. So how would that feel exactly, and how can one know what the trauma actually feels like?
Trauma We can't feel anything different in our bodies as far as trauma is concerned. And as far as EFT goes, I could have stored stress in my back also. It doesn't necessarily need to be in my head. Like for me, whenever I tapped, anyone who has swapped with me knows whatever my emotion, whatever the situation, I will see shiny black sticky tar in my stomach.
Okay.
So whatever the emotion, whatever the situation, that is all I'm going to see. And that is what we tap out.
But every person would see differently. Right?
Every person has stored that particular emotion differently in their bodies.
Okay.
That is why the color is different for different people. It could be stress for you, for anyone else. But you could have stored it as a red ball of stress in your stomach. Someone else could have stored it as something in the back. I know of a lady who always sees things as a cross kind of a thing on her back, on the back and on the shoulders.
Okay.
The weight is so heavy.
Wow.
Whatever you do, she sees that only.
Okay. So it can be different things for different people at
Different
that point
things
of time. Okay. And that's how you can definitely feel.
Yeah. And trauma, you see, for a child, for a little child, like I mentioned, we have, whenever there is a situation, a tiger is approaching us or something like that, we have few responses to that. That is a trauma for us, right? We'll get shocked. We are in a state of shock. Now what happens? Either I fight or I flee. So, or I freeze. For a child between 0 and 7 years of age, they can only freeze. They can't fight their parents. They can't run away from there. Where will they go? So they only freeze. Any trauma response is a freeze. So the more you freeze, the more you have, we call them echoes in matrix reimprinting. The more the echoes around you and the heavier is the energy. So that is what defines how you are going to respond to a certain situation. Now, suppose my boss scolds me, okay? I may not have had those kind of instances in my past, so for me it was normal. But suppose the same thing happens with you and you react. How dare he say something like this to me? Just because there are enough echoes around you and those echoes are getting triggered.
I love the 3 Fs, right? Fight, freeze, and flight. Great. Well, I think many of the times people do either of these 3 things. I mean, you gave example of a kid, but I think many times even an adult can freeze, in a situation and they don't know what to do.
We do.
Could this be a thought process of an inner child trauma? Because they're completely frozen at a particular thought process?
Yes. Matrix reimprinting is another level of EFT where we work on that inner child and we release that inner child from that freeze state so that we resolve our issues in the present. Because what is happening to us today is related to what happened to our inner child in the age of 0 to 7. Maximum,
0 to 7.
Okay. Maximum of our beliefs are formed during that time, and those are the beliefs that then run our lives.
Okay.
We also use EFT to resolve our beliefs.
Now, many times you said that 0 to 7 is what generates a belief, right? That is scary because many of the people may not remember what happened between 0 to 7. Like I'll tell you, for me as well, I think my life has been always a roller coaster of either moving from one place to another. Okay, several different friends, changes of school, and although it was in Mumbai, in and around Mumbai, but I don't remember my life journey. My life journey I remember is only after age 15. Till the time, because that's when I moved to America and that's where I was actually settled at one place. But till the time 0 to 7, I don't remember anything. I mean, hardly. I might have fragments of my memory. So what do you do at that point of time? That I don't really know what could have made me feel so much fear today of something just jumping, from one, what do you call it, a basic trampoline, or maybe being around people in a crowded area. I don't remember any of those things when I was a kid. So what do you do then?
There are 2 ways to deal with this. One is we have a technique called follow the energy.
Follow the
energy. So what you feel today, the color, shape, form, whatever these submodalities that we ask you, we follow these and we say, go to an earlier time when it happened. We could even go back to the womb. And we then do a memory resolution technique or matrix reimprinting technique, and we resolve the issue there. That is also the inner child work that we just mentioned.
Okay.
So once you're tapping, you do access memories automatically while tapping, which you don't remember. While tapping, the memories associated with what you're going through today will show up. And those are the memories we work on.
Okay.
That is one way of doing it. The other possibility is that there is so much of trauma in your childhood, which we don't know, which you don't know, because a child has perceived it as trauma. It's not that your life has been traumatic, but whatever happened, it is just a perception, right? You may perceive the same situation differently, and I may perceive the same situation differently.
Of course.
So if there is a lot of trauma, perceived trauma in childhood, the child generally freezes everything. So you don't remember anything of your childhood.
Okay.
So while you're working on the present situation, keep trying to go back. Keep trying to go back. The door will open someday. You'll get an opening and you'll go.
Okay. And then at that point of time, I can figure out, okay, this is one of the reasons that has happened.
Yeah. Because,
and then the reprinting comes in at that point in time.
Yeah, that is matrix reimprinting, but we also resolve the memory using another technique in EFT.
Okay.
Which is the memory resolution technique.
Memory resolution technique.
Yeah.
Okay. But then again, these are like the steps of EFT that you learn as becoming an EFT practitioner.
Yeah, that is why the 3-day training, and that is why it is extensive practice, extensive demos, because it involves a lot of work. It cannot be learned online. It cannot be learned in...
You have to be present at that particular moment.
There is another diagnostic modality called meta health, which we use often to diagnose why the problem is and where is it. Like if it is in my hands, I can't handle or I can't hold. Something that I'm not able to hold or I'm holding on to too. I'm not letting go or I'm holding on to too tightly. Right? It's the hands. If it is the ears, something I don't want to hear. Eyes, something I don't want to see. So that is how I get to know if it is a pain or an issue with these particular areas. How do we identify that?
How about your back right in between? Because I've had 2-3 sessions lately. They have told me that right in their spine, right below the neck, there has been...
That is usually support. There is lack of support somewhere in my life.
Okay.
Lower back is usually hurt and pain.
Okay.
The deep hurt or financial worry.
Lower back. Okay. All right.
And then it is support. Back is usually for support because I use it to support myself, right? So back is usually for support.
Okay, so you're feeling lack of support at some kind of point.
At some point, and that is the memory we need to work on. Shoulders will be burden. Shoulders carry the burden. So somewhere there is a lot of responsibility or there's a lot of burden. So.
Okay, so when you talk about the support, it doesn't mean that it's the present support we're talking about. No. It's a support that can be from the past which you're lacking.
Absolutely.
But then how come it all of the sudden comes in?
Something triggered it. Something happened to trigger that memory.
Okay.
And that is where the support, you suddenly feel, oh, I'm not supported. Because what happens today could be just this small.
Correct.
But your reaction could be this big. Because there are memories that are getting triggered today because of something this small that happened today.
But that was actually in the past.
Yes, that was not resolved.
Okay. And then at this point of time that you really need to calm yourself down and learn how to go through it and just tap through. So here, how can that person think? Like, so they don't even know what triggered it.
Suppose it is support. Suppose it's a back pain, okay?
Chalo, we'll talk because recently in 2-3 sessions, people have came up to me and told me about this. So this is something which is very powerful.
Suppose let's take it as support. Okay. Now, when I feel that back pain, where do I feel it? With pain, we also ask, what is the kind of pain? Is it a dull pain? Is it a sharp pain? Is it? So
I'll give you the exact story. So it's a sharp pain.
It's a sharp pain. Where is it in the back?
Somewhere in between the shoulders and the neck, like right at the beginning of the spine outside.
Okay, it's a sharp pain at the beginning of the spine. Okay, does it have a color?
It's let's call it black.
It's black, and it is in the back.
It's in the back. Yeah.
It's sharp pain in the back.
Sharp pain in the back.
Okay, is it heavy? Is it light?
It's really heavy.
Hot, cold?
It's hot.
And what is the intensity of the pain on a scale of 0 to 10?
Like, I would want to call it 8 to 10.
8. We tap again.
Okay.
Even though I have this shooting pain in my back.
Although I have this shooting pain in my back.
It is black,
It's black.
and it is heavy, and it's hot.
And it's heavy and it's hot.
And if there were an emotion in this pain, what would it be?
If there was an emotion in this pain, would it be fear?
Okay. I can feel
Or,
all this fear in the back.
okay, I think fear or sadness, I think.
Sadness. Okay.
Ah.
I can feel a lot of sadness in my back.
Okay, feeling a lot of sadness in my back.
I love and accept myself just the way I am.
I love and accept myself just the way I am.
This sadness in my back.
This sadness in my back.
This black sadness in my back.
This black sadness in my back.
This piercing pain in my back.
This piercing pain in my back.
This sharp pain in my back.
This sharp pain in my back.
This black pain in my
This
back.
black pain in my back.
I am so scared.
I am so scared.
Where do I feel the fear in my body?
Where do I feel fear in my body?
Where do I feel it?
In my back.
In my back. This fear in my back.
This fear in my back.
This black fear in my back.
This black fear in my back.
This sharp pain of fear in my back.
This sharp pain, fear in my back.
This 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 fear in my back.
It's heavy
It's
and
heavy.
it's hot.
And it's hot.
It's fear.
It's fear.
I'm so scared.
I'm so scared.
Take a deep breath.
Okay.
On a scale of 0 to 10, what was it earlier? I didn't ask you that.
8 to 10, I think you asked.
Acha, you asked. I
yeah,
asked.
yeah.
Okay. Now, how high is it?
It's much lighter. It's much relaxing.
Okay. Is it gray or is it still black?
It's still black.
Okay.
Huh.
And is it still as sharp?
No, it's not sharp.
What is it like?
It's lighter, but sharp,
Dull?
but still lighter, sharp.
Okay.
Like it was actually pinching at that point. Now
Yeah.
it's feeling a bit relaxed. Yeah.
And on a scale of 0 to 10, how would you rate it now?
I think I would still go for 6 or 7 at least.
6 or 7.
Yeah.
Want to do one more round?
We'll continue with our topic. वरना ये तो मेरी healing चलती रहेगी यहाँ पर. नहीं, but this is okay. So how long would I want to do this for?
Unless you pay, the pain resolves.
Until
Unless
the pain
it's
resolves. Okay.
comfortable.
It's something I should continue even after the pain has gone. Should I continue doing this?
Not with the same thing, something else.
Okay. Okay.
You see, if you've resolved this, then you work on something else.
Okay.
Or, like we say, we follow this and see where it is coming from. What was happening in your life when this pain started?
Okay.
So, with pain, we look, pain is the last of any physical issue. Our body is always talking to us, okay?
Correct.
We don't listen to it. We never listen to it. प्यास लग रही है, ये खत्म करके पानी पीते हैं. Let's first finish this, then only will I drink water.
Right.
So we are not listening to our bodies. When we don't listen to our bodies for years, they start telling us or talking to us through physical issues. So what was happening when that physical issue started?
Okay, so that's what you have to go back and kind of figure out at that point of time. Okay. Can tapping also or EFT also can help in regaining the trust in our own selves and someone else?
Yes. You see, regaining trust in ourselves, what are we doing? When we are tapping, we are saying, I love and accept myself. When I'm loving and accepting myself, I'm regaining the trust in myself, right? Regaining the trust in the other person, we get a lot of clarity. If we need to trust that person, we will trust. If we don't, we don't. The other thing is, suppose I have gone out of a relationship and I now move into another relationship, which is what comes to me also very often. Unless I heal this relationship, I'm carrying the baggage of this relationship to the next relationship. That will not work also. It could have the same problems. Because what are the problems? They are sort of knocking on our doors. We need to heal this. And if we don't heal it, the problem will go to the next relationship.
So what can a person do when, let's say, they come out of a bad relationship and they want to go for a possible relationship? It's like they're reflecting what they really want.
Yeah.
Like if you are emotionally unavailable, there are higher chances that you're going to attract a person who is also emotionally unavailable.
You're mirroring it, right?
Right. Yes.
Whatever is inside
absolutely.
of you.
So what can be a tapping or EFT technique that they can use to make sure that they're letting this particular feelings go away?
You see, when you come out of a relationship, there are a lot of emotions you need to deal with. There could be guilt, there could be sadness, there could be hurt. You need to work on all these all these emotions. Once you work on these emotions, that is when you are ready emotionally to get into a relationship. Otherwise, wait. Heal yourself first.
Hmm.
That is what I tell everyone.
Hmm.
My father passed away in December 2019.
Hmm.
I was completely broken.
Hmm.
I took years. I took a year to heal myself from that grief and that pain and whatever followed thereafter.
Hmm.
So now I am in the state of peace and calm. You need to first heal yourself. Even in a broken relationship, there could be grief.
Hmm.
Heal yourself first. Get rid of all of this, and then only will you be able to move on in life.
Move on in life. Okay, so heal
And
yourself is very important.
And whatever is inside is what you are reflecting on the outside.
Agreed.
So if you have so much of negative emotion inside, how do you think you are going to be successful in the next relationship?
Hmm. Exactly, because many of the time when people come and they ask, "Hey, like, "Arey, I keep attracting the same emotionally unavailable people with me. हमेशा झगड़े ही होते रहते हैं, trust ही नहीं बैठता है, And sometimes the person might be also emotionally available, but just because of the fact that you are not,
Absolutely.
you have your own trust issues. You're kind of driving that person away, and many times you kind of unknowingly make that person do a thing which you didn't wanted them to do at the first place.
I'll give you an example here. Suppose I have a belief that I don't deserve good things in my life. Okay, and a belief is formed in the childhood. Now when I get into a relationship and that person is very good for me, I will drive that person away because my belief is I don't deserve good things in my life. If I have a very good job, something will happen and I'll lose that job. So I need to work on myself. It all comes back to working on myself. And working on myself is not a 3-day training. It is not a 5-session miracle. It's nothing like that.
It's a daily practice that you have to do.
Like you brush your teeth every day, you need to tap on yourself every day. But the only thing is, yes, the duration of the tapping will keep reducing with each passing day.
Okay.
Because you see, initially there's so much to work on. There's so much to maneuver and reach wherever you have to reach. But when I call it muck, as you clear the muck, there's clarity. So tapping becomes very simple and easy. 5 minutes and you're done.
Okay. And there's something which can really relax you and calm you down as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
For the people who would like to practice, because there are so many modalities, like not everyone would be comfortable with EFT or visualization or meditation and all. I think the most challenging one so far I've come across when it comes to the modalities is the meditation part.
Yeah. I don't meditate.
I love meditating. For me,
I know I'll
think
get there
it's
someday.
Like, yeah. For me, meditating is my life. Like, I would say that there has been moments where I'm a huge follower of Brahma Kumaris.
Okay.
And just because of the fact that it really resonates with me. And there is this place called Baba Ka Kamra. There's this place in Mount Abu, Shanti One. There's this one Baba Ka Kamra there. Every time I have went there, every time. And when I have meditated, I went into trance completely.
Wow.
And hardly maybe in matter of seconds. और वो feeling मेरे को जब भी मैंने वहाँ गया हूँ ना तब मुझे आई है. And that, I've tried, since we are working on our home now, I've tried to figure out how I can make my small room that I have convert into that same feeling. So we have got the light, we have got the environment. Now we're going to try to see how we can meditate there as well. And I think this is something which I would really like to inculcate in my meditation technique as well, because I think that can become a type of anchoring.
Yes.
That, what I'm thinking and what I want in life.
Yes.
Through my visualization
and
meditation
whatever is coming in between, whatever is the resistance from here to there.
Yeah. So that can really, I think that can really work out well in terms of going forward. So, by the way, I'm enjoying the conversation that we're having. And thank you for the healing process that you worked with me for. I have a very different question here for you. Recently, that there was a plane crash that happened in Ahmedabad. Now, because of that, a lot of people have created a fear of flying. Okay, what if that thing happens with them? Can EFT and tapping help them overcome that particular thing? Because see, flying is still the safest way of
Yeah.
traveling.
Yeah.
And of course, when you want to travel somewhere quick, you're going to have to fly. You don't have a choice. So can they do something to get or overcome this particular fear of theirs?
Yes, EFT works beautifully in fears and phobias. And this is nothing but a fear and a phobia, right? We recently worked with a lady on a turbulence issue. She was very scared of a flight, of taking a flight, and wherever there was turbulence, she would freak out. We tapped with her and today I've received a message that it was smooth sailing for her. She enjoyed the ride, because what is causing the fear today? It is nothing that is happening today. It is something that happened in the past. Once that is healed, this fear is also healed. So that fear could have been as simple as going on a swing. And when the swing is far away from the land, which is what the flight is, which is what the aircraft is, you are here. And I have lost complete touch with the ground. There is fear of death. That is when the fear got in. Tap on this issue and this issue gets resolved.
Okay. So that this particular fear, like, so I guess a lot of people have created this fear because of this wonderful news channels that we have.
Look, first we will have to deal with the presenting problem. Presenting problem is the fear of this particular air crash. We work with that. We resolve that. Then we say, because there are some people who are not scared, who are still flying. Like my son had to go on Wednesday, the same day. He went.
He still flew.
He went
My
on
friend
Friday.
flew in Air India the next day.
Yeah.
He has actually posted a story on Instagram stating, "Here I go and I'm not afraid."
That's what I'm saying. You see, some people are not scared, but some have freaked out because of this particular incident. We do feel for the people who went. We feel for the families of the people who went. There's no doubt about that. But bringing that fear into us, which is immobilizing us, is something we can work on. Because that is getting... Look, if it were a fear which were common to everyone would have freaked out. But that is not the case.
Correct.
If some have freaked out and some haven't, there is something here that needs to be resolved. There is something that is getting triggered because of which that fear is coming into my life and my body. I'm experiencing it in my body. I'm getting palpitations. I'm getting all those sensations.
Okay. But this is nothing to do with somebody just hearing about the plane crash. This has to be related to something which just might have happened. It has to be.
Some memory is getting triggered.
Acha. Okay.
So work on that memory and this fear will go.
Oh, look, because I thought at this point of time, because this would be a new memory, right? Because what happens here is that, of course, it's a horrific thing that happened. And the way it was showing on I mean, when this happened, I felt I did not even go on Instagram for 2 days, because when I was going through the reels, it felt like every other reel was about that. So will this not be a new memory that came out? Right? Because it's technically a point of time of new memory, right?
That is what I said. We work on the presenting problem. This is my presenting problem. This is my problem in the present. I work on this first. How scared am I because of this? How angry am I? Whatever my emotion, I work on that. And then I follow that energy and go back in time.
Okay. So eventually, but that will link up to something. Somewhere.
It has to link up somewhere.
Okay.
Like in my previous podcast, I'd mentioned about the apple phobia. If you remember, the parents were the mother was cutting an apple at the dining table and the children were sitting there, the father was sitting there. Suddenly the parents got into a fight. So one of the children developed a phobia for apples.
Okay.
Now, if today she's 22 and she's still scared of eating apples, the sight of apples scares her. It's not the apple today that is causing that fear.
Something happened with that particular
apple. Yes.
Okay.
That is how we connect the past to the present.
To the fear. Okay. But then let's say, for example, if there was nothing there, and would still the person be scared of the thing? Would this, they call it new fear unlocked, एक reel आया था, ट्रेन चला था बीच में, new fear unlocked करके.
I would beg to differ here.
Okay. Because
there has to be some memory that is getting triggered. Look, we are all feeling sad. We are all feeling that this should not have happened.
Should happen, right?
And we are all praying for the families. In fact, we our tapping group also tapped for them.
Mm.
So we are doing whatever we can, but we cannot. If that fear I'm feeling is illogical, you can figure out, right? If my fear is illogical, now I can't enter the flight. When I enter the flight, my chest gets clamped up or something like that. This is an illogical fear. Then there is a memory that has got triggered.
Okay.
So we work on that memory.
So there has to be something from the past.
There has to
Every
be
fear
something.
that you're feeling right
Any
now.
emotion.
Every emotion. Okay. Even
Any
if you
emotion.
don't remember.
Even if you don't remember.
Okay. So you have to go back and figure out.
While you tap, the memory will automatically pop up. The memory that needs to be resolved at that time will come up.
Okay. Wow, this is something really like crazy, right? Because I was thinking okay, maybe this is like a new fear unlocked part came out, and Abhi, this is like when I'm an old person, like I remember that Ahmedabad's crash and that's what happened. Although there has been so many crashes, it's not Ahmedabad's discuss. It's just I think this is the nearest to us. This
and
is
the most horrific.
It was horrific. I think many people died, and it was something which was very unexpected. And I think the craziest, the plane crash we couldn't call it is 9/11. Like so many people died. Oh my God! But here again, this one seems so unrealistic and it seems so close to us at this point of time.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Maybe that's what it could be at this. But chalo, okay, I understand. And let me ask you this, right? There is a big fear that I'm talking about. Like, plane crash and, people being worried about Apple because, of course, the fight happened. Can it be something very small that happened and you can still tap on it? Or is it like wasting the tapping at that point?
No way, there's no wasting of tapping. Do you think most of the times we start with something very small and it goes back to something very big?
Example?
Okay, I was tapping on my money issues.
Okay.
And I thought it is just a simple money issue. And why don't I have the money? I feel anxious because I don't have the money. It is a small issue. It went back to a time when I asked my mother for is that a bigger enough issue? I asked her for a chocolate.
No way.
Is it okay to have this issue?
No, really not. I mean, like, come on, it's just a piece of chocolate. You might have gotten, might have not.
Okay, let's see. Let me state this and then you can.
Okay.
So whatever you need to clap or whatever. So I started with my money issues and I went back to a memory when I was perhaps 3 or 4 years old.
Okay.
And that time my father was posted in Shillong.
Okay.
So my mother and I went to the market and she bought whatever she had to, and we used to get those coin chocolates.
That golden coin.
Yeah. We used to get those chocolates. So
the dollar ones, I think.
Yes,
I think the dollar gold coins. Yes.
So I wanted one. And she said, मांगोगे तो बिल्कुल नहीं मिलेगा. मैं अपनी पसंद से कुछ भी दे सकता हूँ. So that became my belief. And because the chocolate was in the shape of money, it became my money belief. If I ask for money, I will never get it. So I worked on that. I worked on that memory, and now I'm okay to ask for money.
So before you were not able to ask for money, you were having difficulties.
I had a major issue asking for my money back also.
Really?
If I gave it to someone, asking it back, it was an issue. Or even asking for what was due to me was also an issue.
Oh, papre, acha. That's challenging.
It is. It is very, very challenging.
Well, and it all started with that round 1 rupees wala gold coin chocolate.
Gold coin chocolate.
How good I used to love them.
I love them still if I could get them, but
now I want to have it. I want to have that. Love the examples that you shared. Felt that अच्छा हाँ हर छोटी छोटी चीज पे हम टैप कर सकते हैं. But then I don't know, I kind of felt के in this point of time, when you were thinking about it, would that feel weird to just something went on, like does that feel different at that point of time, or is it just me because I don't practice it?
I have tapped in cabs, so it's okay. I have to be comfortable doing it, and if I know it's going to work for me, I will do it. The cab driver may think what he wants to think. It doesn't matter.
So it is something that you can do, and you first don't have to think about what other people will think. It's kuch to log kahenge.
Logon ka kaam hai कहना.
Let me ask you this, right? In today's world, which two feelings you've seen at a rise and a peak?
Anxiety and stress.
Anxiety and stress. Okay.
I see them in people who have startups or have their own businesses. There is enough anxiety and stress in that area. starting up, working 12 hours, 14 hours a day, doing everything themselves with very few staff because they can't afford the staff at that point in time. Then will they get funding? Not fund. Will they not get the funding? There's a lot of anxiety and stress on that front. We as working professionals also have a lot of anxiety and stress. There could be a lot of stuff that we need to complete during the day. There are only 24 hours in a day. And in that 24 hours, you have 8 hours to sleep. How many hours do you have? And some days we have a lot of work to be completed on that day. There is a lot of anxiety and stress. There are presentations that people make. I've come across people who have stage fright. When they know it all, but when they start presenting, they are just not able to do it. They start fumbling. So these are the primary issues that I have seen in the corporate world today.
Okay. Which can be the anxiety and stress part of it. And what can
stage fright
they do to utilize this? Of course, a washroom technique that you have already shared.
It's not a washroom technique, you can call it that.
That first thing came to my washroom. So when you were saying that, I'll tell you why I called it a washroom technique, right? Because what happens first? You walk into the washroom. There's a huge big mirror, and then you go in. And I was literally like, when you were saying that, I was actually tapping in front of the mirror while looking at it. So I guess the first thing that came into my mind was the washroom technique. We'll call that washroom technique, okay, if that's what you want to call it. But yes, that's one of the things that you have shared. What can a person do right before they're about to go to stage? Of course, they cannot run to the washroom at this point in time. So what is a technique they can do to right before they're getting...
Just tap on all the points.
Just tap on all the points. Okay, one more time we'll do tap starting here or starting here?
Starting here.
Starting here. So this is the first point.
Just tap.
The third eye chakra, and then what do you want to call it?
Third eye, not in the center.
Not in the
I've
center.
seen people on Insta or somewhere. They've been tapping here. My God, there is no point
not
here.
Achha, so right.
There is a
right
point
between
right here. It's the starting of the eyebrow.
Achha, starting of the eyebrow. That's where you tap.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
okay.
the
Achha,
end.
so that's why you're using your two fingers.
Yeah.
So you're tapping there. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the end of the eyebrow.
End of the
here,
eyebrow.
There's a
Okay.
bone here.
Okay. Okay. So, right.
My only thing is, if people are teaching it online like that, if you are learning online, please go to people who are certified and who are very good. Not to everyone who doesn't even know the tapping points.
So these people are the people who learned it from YouTube, no?
Perhaps, I don't know where they learned it from,
Okay.
but this is definitely not a tapping point.
Not. Okay, so right here. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then so I'm glad I asked that question. So
yes.
now we know. Okay.
Then you have under the eye is not under the eye. There's a bone here under the eye.
Right here. Okay. I can feel just right that particular part. Okay. There.
And there is under the nose.
Okay. Okay.
And there is here. There's a
in
gap
between
here.
the lips and the chin.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And then of course
right
the
below the
depressions here.
collarbones.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And then you have it here. It's at least a arm's distance
Okay,
from
so
the
right
underarm.
at between the ribs, again that's comes. I think that's almost between the ribs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then
the wrist.
Okay, the wrist. Okay.
Finger points most people don't use, but they are really, really good to use.
The finger point,
EFT,
the top
MRA,
of the point.
EFT MRA really recommends the use of finger points.
Okay, so these are the top points. All right.
These are all the points. Just do one round before you go, and you'll feel much better.
Okay, much better. I feel much better by even just doing it.
Yeah, no, it
relaxes you.
Yeah, it grounds you, it relaxes you, it calms you down.
So these are all the acupuncture points that you mentioned earlier. Yes. But you know, these acupuncture points, they start putting those needles as well.
That's painful,
right? So what's the difference with putting up those needles and
that's painful,
doing the
right?
But is it the same thing that's happening?
Yeah, but here we are also talking about it. So we are releasing it faster.
Okay.
You see, we are bringing the energy, we are directing that energy where we want it to go. It's the pain in my back. So let's do with the pain in my back. Even though I have this pain in my back, I love and accept myself.
Okay.
So we are talking as well as tapping.
Okay.
But if we can't talk, that is when I say feel the emotion and tap.
Now this EFT tapping as well, can this be useful? So you mentioned about working professionals. You spoke about entrepreneurs. How about parents?
Parents project their stress and their anxiety on their children. It is the homework of the child. But who is more stressed about the homework?
Not the child.
Not the child.
Not
Definitely
the child.
not the child. It's the child's exam. And who is actually worried about the exam? The parents.
Like parent.
So parents first need to tap down their anxiety, their worry, their stress, because they are projecting it all on their children. Your children will do well, don't worry, but first get yourself
cleared
okay.
out.
Yeah.
Relax yourself first. That's the
Yes,
important
and
part.
that is what you will project on the child. The child will be relaxed. He will be able to study better.
Makes sense. Okay. So that can really help them out as
They
well.
can
And
even
this is
tap on their
something-
children. They can
Okay.
even tap on their children.
Okay. So this is something surrogate tap. That's
No,
what
no,
you
no.
spoke
Even they can physically tap on the child. You can tap
Okay.
on an infant.
about. Okay.
On an infant, we just tap on the back.
Acha, to make them relax
Calm.
as well.
Yeah.
and everything. Okay.
In fact, when the child is not sleeping, infant is not sleeping, just tap on the back.
Okay. Coming to the training that's coming up right now, who is this training meant for?
Any and everybody.
Okay.
Like you know, EFT works on any and everything. So everyone is going to benefit. It is a certified program from EFT MRA. The certificate will come from EFT MRA, but I am associated with EFT MRA India.
Okay.
And it is, all these techniques will be taught. It's a 3-day program from 9:30 to 6.
Okay.
And with, of course, the meals and the tea served. And we will have a lot of demos, a lot of videos, a lot of practice. Whatever technique is taught, practice on each other. Then in the end, we have the half day of the final day. There is one complete session given to each other.
Okay.
Under supervision, of course.
Okay.
We have an assisting team as well.
Okay.
So that is how the training is structured, and you get internationally certified. You're certified by EFT MRA after taking an exam.
Okay. So I would like to know, Seema, that if you talk about your upcoming training, who all can participate in that?
Look, we have psychologists participating in our trainings because this adds to their knowledge. They already have knowledge. So this adds to their healing, and they are able to get results much faster. We have people who are suffering from various issues because there's a lot of healing that happens during the sessions. You could have physical issues, you could have money issues, you could have a lot of PTSDs and others, but this you get yourselves also healed during this 3-day program. If you have family members who are suffering from PTSD, OCD, money issues, and anything, you could also come for that. You could also come to become a practitioner, a certified and internationally certified practitioner. So that is why I say it is open to any and everyone. You can help people in your family, you can help others, your friends, and perhaps take on clients as well.
Is it a good career to choose, or you have to be specifically into a specific field to start learning EFT?
No, you can be anyone to start EFT because I'm not a psychologist, but I have learned a lot during my EFT journey. And I don't need to know psychology to heal a person with EFT.
Okay.
To resolve issues with EFT. Because like you said, like I worked with you, right? We just work on the emotion. I don't even need to know the story.
Okay.
Whereas mostly in psychology, in most cases, they need to know what happened.
Of course, yeah.
We don't need to know what happened. We just need to know what did that make you feel. We are just working on that emotion.
Okay.
I didn't ask you so much about your stress or overthinking. I didn't have to ask you that.
Okay, understood. So they can do that. How much money one can make being a EFT practitioner?
I've seen people charging 5,000 a session, and I've seen them charge 25,000 a session.
Okay.
So they need to clear their money blocks.
Money blocks, okay.
Then sky is the limit. Sky is also not the limit.
Okay, so you can continue doing it that way. But then whoever comes to the training, is it only for the people who are thinking of coming as a money thing, or is it something where they can just come to learn to practice on their own self and practice on others as well, and someone in their family or something like that?
This can be used as self-help.
Okay.
This can be used for family. They can continue with their careers.
Okay.
And they can work with their family and friends.
So they don't really, when they come to this training, they don't really have to come with a mindset कि भाई ये मैं करूँगा तो मुझे ये करना ही पड़ेगा.
There's no rule here.
No rule like that. It's just something that they have to come and they learn. They can use it for themselves.
I've trained people who are working on themselves only. When I trained to be a practitioner, for 1 year, I just worked on myself. There was so much I needed to work on. That's a choice.
Okay.
You can start working with people. You can work on yourself first, because I have a slight belief that if you clear yourself, The faster you clear yourself, the better it is.
Of course,
Work on
heal yourself
others.
first.
Yeah,
You know how they say in the plane, when something is going down, you put your oxygen mask first and then
absolutely.
help the others.
Absolutely.
Okay, so
But
heal
again,
yourself
yeah,
first.
you could work on yourself for 2-3 months, give that much time to yourself, work on yourself every day. That is when the confidence will come in you. And then in the meantime, you can also work with your family members and close friends. You gain the confidence, and then if you want, you can start working with others. You can charge money for it.
Okay.
But
Once
money,
you become confident in that,
yes,
that's when you can go
but
for it.
money has a lot to do with your image about yourself. What do you believe about yourself?
So you're saying that whoever comes to this training, they can become a healer themselves. They can help other people come out of their problems that they're going through. That can be money blocks, OCD issues, some kind of past traumas, memory, bad memories. Any of these things can be healed using EFT, and they can be trained to become one of those people.
They get trained to become practitioners.
Yes, correct. So become practitioners. My question is that you spoke about, you can charge 5,000 for session or 25,000 session. So it's all about the money blocks. I wanted to talk about this earlier, but then I think I skipped that question. Now I'm going to ask you this question. So that what can one do, a tapping technique or EFT technique, to be able to charge more and to be able to receive more?
Okay, when I look at, suppose I want to charge 5,000 a session or 25,000 a session, what is the resistance that is coming up?
So let's say you feel that you're not good enough.
That is not the emotion. That's
Okay.
the belief.
Okay.
There is something happening in the stomach, perhaps. There's a churning happening in the stomach. What is the emotion there?
I don't know. Everything turns out to be, wouldn't everything turn out to be fear itself?
It could be fear, it could be anxiety, it could be stress, it could be sadness, it could be any emotion. We tap on that emotion.
Okay. Okay.
Then we look at the 25,000 a session. What is coming up?
Okay. So that's how you can unblock your money issues that you're having. Okay.
And there are other areas also of money, because money itself is an energy.
Correct. I agree.
Right? There's no good money or bad money.
Correct.
So what have I associated with money? Money is also my deservability issues.
Okay.
If I think I don't deserve that money, I will never be able to get that.
Can you over deserve a money? Like, I
get as much
definitely
as-
deserve it, but I don't have it.
That means there is a gap between what you think you deserve
Ah.
and what your subconscious thinks you deserve.
Acha.
Because the
Okay.
subconscious somewhere.
Yeah, because now at this point of time, I feel that I deserve 100 crores in my bank account. Right?
Absolutely. Then what is it that is stopping you from getting there? If you
Okay.
deserve it, then 100 crores should be there in your bank account right now.
Correct.
If you think you deserve it and you know you deserve it. So think about that 100 crores in your bank. What is the emotion that is coming up?
Okay. Okay. And then you tap on that.
And on
Particular,
that is
okay.
one way of doing it. Otherwise, money itself has a lot of other emotions.
Hmm.
Income, earning less money has its own emotions.
Correct.
Savings, if I earn a lot but I'm not able to save, that is somewhere I have a safety and security issues in my life. Because what is money? Money is safety and security.
Correct.
So if I'm not able to save, there is safety and security issues. Then there is something called toxic money. Toxic money is I'm fighting for that money. That money that comes to me will come with such negative energy that it will not do me any good. So all that. So money itself is a huge part of tapping.
Okay.
And it does come down to my self-esteem and my deservability.
Understood.
How
And-
much do I think I deserve?
Okay. Okay. So
I
you
could be-
might think consciously, you might be thinking that you want 100 crore rupees, but 100, but subconsciously you're not prepared yourself for it.
Subconsciously, there are blocks.
And this blocks eventually will unveil themselves
As you tap.
as you tap. So
Yes.
you will know what is blocking. Okay.
Absolutely.
So that
You can tap on what is the resistance.
okay. So how does it unveil? Like, does it come as like a picture or visualization?
So it
Or
will
just a
all
thought?
boil down to an emotion.
Hmm.
It will all boil down to an emotion. Like suppose I think of 100 crores a month. Oh my God.
Right. Yeah.
So what is that? Oh my God. Is it a fear? We'll tap down that fear. Then there could be sadness.
Could desperation be one of it?
Desperation will make sure you don't have it. You need to tap on that.
Because I think most of the people who even think that might be desperate to have it.
When I was desperate for a few, my first training was with Shirin Gazdar online. I learned EFT online first. She's in Sweden.
Okay.
I was desperate at that time. And she told me one thing, Seema, the more you get desperate, the more you're not going to get it. And that is something that I understood later.
Hmm.
When I gave up that desperation, I said, okay, whatever happens, happens. I'll just keep working on myself.
Okay.
And the deepest work happens when you work on your beliefs. Working on the presenting problem, working on the memories, everything is okay. But at the end of the day, it is the belief. Because if I believe I don't deserve this much money, whatever I may do, I will not have it. Even if it comes to me to go away from me.
Understood. Understood. So it's like you have to make sure that number one thing is that make sure that you deserve the money. Okay. That's
And
because that
if
is the value.
deservability, if that is the issue,
Right.
we don't know what your belief is. For me, there was a belief I have to work hard for money.
Whereas you see many people who hardly work and they have a lot of money.
Absolutely.
And a lot of people are here, they're like busting their bums, but still don't make money.
Absolutely. So there they have a belief that I need to work hard for money, or I have to work so hard for so little.
Exactly.
So we don't know what their belief is.
Even if it goes quickly or more
Money comes, money goes.
Money comes, money goes. Okay. Okay. So many, like, you can create the whole
money doesn't grow on trees.
That's whole session of what money tapping could be.
Yes.
It can be like
Money
days worth of tapping that's going on there, or months worth of tapping.
That could be another course in itself.
No, I know, that's what I'm saying. It's going to be like a whole course on itself. Like money course.
Yeah.
That's a good idea though. I think we should create that.
Yeah. That is also there in the back burner. There are a few things in the back burner. Let's see when they come up.
Very soon, inshallah. So, I mean, you're good at what you do.
Thank you.
I think you'll do just fine. And let's get back to your training again, right?
Yeah.
So people don't really have to just come to the training just to become a practitioner, but they can also come so they can utilize on themselves and their family as well.
Because those 3 days will give so much of healing. Because they're working on themselves on those 3 days.
Correct. Okay. And when is this course?
From the 5th to the 7th of September.
5th to 7th of September. And how many people are you expecting to be participating in this?
10 to 12 max.
So you're working in a very small groups.
Yeah, because that is when we'll be able to give them attention. That is when we'll be able to see what's happening.
Okay.
The larger the group, it doesn't work.
Okay, so this is something that they will get actual attention on, particularly on themselves. It's not like a group mein kho jayenge, aisa nahi. They will.
I usually don't work, though people do. When Carl came to India, we had a huge group of people who learned. But I work in smaller groups as of now.
Okay. So you do 10 to 12 people approximately.
Max, yeah.
Great. And this will be a 3 days event. Where is going to be this event?
This is in Gurgaon.
Okay. And what will be the timings for it?
9:30 to 6.
9:30 to 6.
For 3 days.
For 3 days. Okay, great. Seema, I think today has been a very relaxing, chilling and healed episode of podcast that we had. And because I think we have done 2 techniques today to kind of heal, right? And I'm sure that if you would have followed that, then you would definitely feel better as well. What I would recommend you to do is that these 2 techniques are part of this podcast. You can go back again and do those things again exactly how you feel. What you can do is you can memorize it, repeat this podcast, whatever you feel comfortable with it. We'll make a clip out of this as well so that you can go ahead and follow us on Kabir Vani clips, where this particular technique will be there and you'll be able to utilize this again and again so that you can feel better. If you're looking forward for becoming a practitioner, you can reach out to Seema and she will definitely ensure that she can invite you to her 3 days training, which is going to be 5th, 6th and 7th September from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. in Gurgaon, Delhi. This has to be done live in person so that you can actually get all the benefits which is required. It's going to be a very small group sessions. So that means that you will be getting all the thoughts and all the help and all the learnings that you are supposed to receive in the first place. This is not just so you can make money, but you can also heal yourself and your family members as well. This works great in terms of if you want to help your kids as well, where you can utilize this tapping technique and EFT towards your infants, towards your kids, maybe when they're going through an examination. And of course, the money blocks if you think you have them. A great way to unblock it as well. Well, If you want to get in touch with her, her details are in the description below. And you can also make sure to go ahead and watch this full podcast again. Share this podcast with your friends and family. We are available on YouTube, we are available on Instagram, and 11 plus audio platform. If you're not able to find us on any platform which is specialized to you, make sure you leave it in a comment section below. We'll make sure that we reach there as soon as possible. We're also part of GeoChat. You can find us as an official podcasters with them and enjoy our podcast while you're chatting with your friends there too. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.